We also have our legal scholars, Paige Pate, is with us, Laura Coates as well. Paige, how quickly does the new acting attorney general, I mean, I guess he shows up for work tomorrow and starts signing off FISA court orders and just, I mean, it's that quick, I suppose.
Well, the acting attorney general in this case has still not been confirmed by the Senate, so I still think we have that potential issue of who's going to sign off on those orders.
Oh, that's interesting, of course.
You know, this is really unprecedented since Watergate, since Nixon, so, you know, like everything else so far in this administration, we're kind of making it up as we go along, and I agree with the governor. That is no way to run a government.
So it's an important point that you make, and for viewers who are just joining us, let's talk about that, because though the new acting attorney general, there we see him on the screen, Dana Bente, has been sworn in, he has not been vetted and confirmed by the Senate, and therefore cannot sign off on these FISA court warrants, correct?
Now, Anderson, if he previously served as a United States attorney, he would have been appointed and he would have been confirmed by the Senate in that capacity, but not in a capacity serving with Main Justice as the acting attorney general. So again, this is not something we've seen. I'm not sure if he's going to have the legal authority to sign off on those orders.
And those orders, I mean, how are they? They're every day?
I hear that they are every day, but of course they're secret. So lawyers like me, we don't see them. We don't know about them until they're executed and we're trying to defend them in court. So that entire process is run through someone that Congress feels has the confidence of the American people and is qualified to review those orders and then present them to the FISA court. So the fact that you have to go through a Senate confirmation is just to give the American people a little bit more security that the person signing those orders or those requests for orders knows what he or she is doing and has the confidence of the people.
And Laura, then of course we do expect Jeff Sessions. I mean, the Democrats can try to slow it down, but most likely not actually block Jeff Sessions from becoming the new Attorney General.
That's right. I mean, that's why, you know, what Sally Yates did was maybe largely symbolic in the sense that there is an imminent confirmation of Jeff Sessions. But what it does is leave a lingering trail of doubt surrounding this executive order. And I think what you've seen here, Anderson, is the Washington, D.C. version of The Apprentice. And it's very scary to think that somebody who may contradict or question the legal parameters in which the law is trying to be executed or enforced will have their head roll. And I think that that's a very telling tale. But either way, I think Jeff Sessions will be in the same boat that Sally Yates found herself in the sense that he will be trying to figure out how to ensure uniformity in the application and enforcement of a law that is otherwise ambiguous and does have some serious gaps in terms of whether it's constitutional perhaps and lawful.
To Governor Granholm's point, though, about wanting, you know, stability in government, you know, chaos there is one thing, running a business like that is one thing. Can government function with all its levers in
Look,
that
unless
way?
Trump has changed the rules about governing the way he did about campaigning and winning, certain rules will apply, and that is that he will be judged on his success. Does he pass his legislative agenda through Congress, right? Yesterday...
does he create jobs? I mean, I think that's, you know...
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Does he live up to the promises? Right, jobs and security.
Right. So, for instance, yesterday he attacked Lindsey Graham and John McCain. They represent 2/3 of his margin of victory in a Senate vote, right? He's only got 52 votes in the Senate. He's personally attacking two of the senators he's going to need to pass his infrastructure bill, to pass an immigration reform bill if he wants to do that, right? To pass tax reform. So,
and McCain was just elected, so he may be immune to that pressure from the base.
Right.
To a certain degree that Jeffrey was talking.
And he can't pick up any Democrats because he attacked Chuck Schumer today personally about fake tears, which is another poor strategy.
look at us,
Right.
But just one final point on the new Attorney General. This is going to have huge ripple effect now in the Senate over Jeff Sessions' nomination.
It will, among Democrats.
Among Democrats, you're going to have Democrats saying, "Wait a second, we need to slow this nomination down." There are now questions about about independence. What is Sessions' view of this firing? Now, maybe they don't have any ability to do that, but his nomination will now be a referendum on both the executive order and this action that Trump took tonight, firing Sally.
Any attorney general